So trading is probabilities. We can't control the outcome of each trade, but we can control to a certain extent the outcome over a series of trades. And I've got an example here of how things can work in your favor if you just stick to executing on your plan overall, and not just focusing on the individual trade and letting the individual trade sway you from taking trades that's in line with your plan, um, or becoming frustrated about how the market's played out on this one individual trade. So this was so let me just go up actually. So this was January, 3.05%. We have this position here I took on pound dollar, minus 1%. You see entry there, exit there. But when I go to the charts now, so as you can see, you have this gap here. I was looking for the market to move up to the gap to then drop lower. So at this point, I was tagged into the trade. However, as the market played out, I was just tagged out not too long after I entered. And then after I was tagged out, the market dropped low. So you got a nice drop low from that area, range, sideways range, and then eventually the market gapped lower. And I was taken out of the position. No, I wasn't taken out of the position, so I was already out of the position, but the market moved into my TP. However, my thought process during this time period wasn't what is going on. Like, it was frustrating being tagged out and then the market moved in my favor. However, I wasn't thinking that someone was out there just against me. I was thinking in terms of probabilities. So if I go back to Notion now, you can see there I've written being just tagged out of the trade is frustrating. However, it is part of the game and its probabilities. There's been times where I've been kept in, and this is a reminder to look at the bigger picture. So I could have been focused and zoomed in on this outcome of this one trade. However, I was still thinking about the bigger picture. And if I go down now towards the end of the month, so 26th of the 3rd, so still January, I got involved in another position, but this is euro dollar. So as you see, entry, exit there. And if I go to the chart now, so same thing, but in this scenario I was looking for a bullish move. So we've got this gap there, drop into the gap. So at this point I was involved in the trade, and I was essentially looking for longs. And as price played out, nice move away from the area, sideways range, and here, look at that, look how close we are to our stop. However, I was still involved in the trade, and eventually price moved up into my take profit, and I banked 3.86% on this trade. And this is a testament of probabilities, because the first trade I was taken out and the price moved in my favor. However, this trade I was kept in, just kept in by, look at that, look how close it is to my stop. I was kept in and price moved in my favor, and I banked a nice profit for that. And if I go back to Notion and look at how I was thinking at that point in time, this is a testament of probabilities. The trade has kept me in and resulted in a win after being very close to my stop. A previous trade this month tagged me out and then moved in my favor. This shows to me it's not about the individual trade, but a multitude of them. And yeah, so it's about executing on your plan over and over and over again, and sometimes you will be tagged out of your trade and it will move in your favor, and sometimes you'll be kept in. It's just about continue to execute and trusting in your process. And with this second trade that I took, where I took a winner, I wasn't 100% comfortable taking that position. I wasn't 100% comfortable, but I still knew I was uncomfortable. I still pushed through and took the position because it is in line with my plan. It's in line with my plan. And yeah, hopefully just giving you this example here will allow you to execute on your plan and just trust in the process, because trading is about process, not about being outcome focused.